You know, gun control gun control doesn't work. It's this buzzword that for some reason people think you put stricter gun control and it's going to stop criminals in their track. They're criminals. You make guns illegal, well, criminals are going to be happy because less and less law-abiding citizens will have guns to defend themselves. And this right here is a really wonderful example. Now, keep this right here in the back of your head as we read through these. This is the firearms regulation in Mexico. Unless the bearer has explicit authorization from the Secretariat of National Defense, it is illegal and punishable by law to enter Mexican territory with any firearm, as well as to keep and carry any firearm on your person or vehicle at any time, anywhere. And in fact, Mexico has one of the strictest gun laws. However, they are in this position here where they are training their children to help defend their community against criminals. So you have a scenario where they are training their children to use guns which are going to be illegal to defend their community against criminals who have guns which are going to be illegal. Do you see? And the citizens are in response. So what happened was at some point guns were illegal. Law-abiding citizens gave up their guns. They didn't have guns. Criminals didn't. And it got to the point where law-abiding citizens now have to be criminals and get guns illegally in order to defend themselves. It's crazy when you think about it. Look at this. Children are joining a self-defense militia in Mexico. In a remote mountainous region of Mexico's Guerrero state, a group of uniformed boys line up in a basketball court. "Attention! Lift up your weapons now," their trainer yells as the kids rushed into position, hands firmly holding onto their rifles. The littlest ones are training with sticks, faces covered with colored bandanas. The children, ages 6 to 12, are training to eventually protect the community against criminal groups in a lawless terrain where residents say no one is safe. And it's just, they're not. They're not. And I know, coupled on top of this is the fact of lack of law enforcement resources. Why do they have lack of law enforcement resources? Because they're fighting criminals with guns. And not only are they fighting criminals with guns, they're also fighting law-abiding citizens who just so happen to need guns in order to protect themselves and their families, which then makes them criminals as well. God, is that what we want? Is that where we're going? Well, check this out. Mexico's soaring murder rate proves gun control is deadly. And yeah, it has six times the murder rate per capita as we do. Watch. Another month, another record number of murders in Mexico. For the first 9 months of 2019, Mexico had 25,890 murders. In the first 9 months, in the time that it takes for gestation of a child, they had killed 25,890 of someone's children. That's almost 6 times as many murders per 100,000 people as in the U.S. Does Mexico need stricter gun control? No! They've already got some of the strictest gun control out there. They're amongst the top. Let's continue. No, its gun control laws are amongst the least permissive in the world. For decades, Mexico has had only one gun store in the entire country, a military-run establishment in Mexico City. The store's prices are very expensive, and the most powerful rifle that you can buy there is a .22 caliber. There are no gun show loopholes. So it is so hard to get a gun in Mexico. And like they said, there's no gun show loopholes. You're not supposed to carry a gun anywhere, anyplace, anytime, on your person, in your vehicle, without express written consent. And you're not going to get express written consent unless you're in the military or if you are a law enforcement personnel. Continuing, any person-to-person firearm transfers are illegal without an extraordinary permit that never seems to be issued. One may sell a gun only to the government, and then the government has to decide to sell it to someone else. Getting permission to purchase a gun is a feat in of itself. Background checks take 6 months to complete and require fingerprints and an evaluation of the buyer's employment history. Only 1% of Mexicans possess a license to own a firearm. Think about that. Only 1% of Mexicans own a license to possess a firearm, and look at the shape that they are in. Because criminals. Come on now. Criminals. You slap the word illegal on it and a criminal goes, money, 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 money. Money. You know? I would. If I was in the black market business and you made guns illegal, I'd be like, you know what? That makes all my stuff boss. That means I can start doing things and there ain't nobody out there that can stop me except for law enforcement. They're the ones I have to take care of. But you know what? They're going to be so busy taking care of this and that and this and that over there that, you know what? The average citizen cannot defend themselves against me, and that's where the power is. And then once you have the grip of the people in your power, it's hard for law enforcement to get in there and release it. That's not where we want to be. We don't want criminals to be in control. We don't want the best guns, the best weapons to be in the hands of criminals. Because criminals don't care if you make it illegal. It's just common sense. Anyways, give me your opinions. Am I off my rocker? I don't think I am. I mean, we have more guns per capita than anywhere in the world, and we're not anywhere near the top violent places in the world, but Mexico is, and guns are virtually illegal there. Something to think about and something to discuss. But let me know your opinions, and I will see you guys on the next one.